no secret. It's plain to see. And I love you. And you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. And I love you. The only time we seem to meet is in the middle of the night. Only then can I feel your heartbeat. Till something's not right. Together I see you and me, always and all time. But not everyone would agree. To them it's a crime. It's no secret. It's plain to see. Yes, I love you. And you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yes, I love you. Each day I think of you, looking for some sign that you feel the same way too. And I know you're mine. We can't use no telephone, but others can hear. And all I get is a dial tone, but the message is clear. It's no secret, and it's plain to see. Yes, I love you. I know you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yeah, I love you. Yes, I do.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I was trying to connect here. I'm going to, I guess you guys can put yourselves on the camera. If not, I'm going to send you guys the invitation.
Okay, I think, am I doing this correctly? This is like, okay, I think so. I myself.
Hey!
Hi
Hey.
guys, ¿cómo están?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. Gracias por invitarme.
No,
Yeah, of
thank
course.
you for
Thank you for
accepting.
being here.
See, see, I'm gonna let me connect my earphones here. Let's see. Friends, everybody who's jumping in on this conversation. We're gonna start off here. Claudia, gracias again for being here with us and having some chisme time with us. Pretty excited for the topic that we're going to be talking about here, which is what, Diana? What are we going to be talking about?
We're gonna be talking about tamales. I'm just kidding.
We've literally been talking about tamales
My
this whole week.
fave.
I'm trying to fix this light because it's like sometimes it's so bright on me. But
Yeah,
we just want to
mine
have
literally
fun, you
just
know.
broke.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I just
sorry.
left it there. I have no light right now. This is what we're
You look
getting.
good.
Thank you.
No, but we want to just talk about like holiday cultura and like maybe a couple of things that your traditions, and we just want to have fun today. It's Friday night, so
I was going to say,
Awesome.
es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe.
uh-huh.
100%. Awesome. All right. I'm
Sí.
super ready. Let's do this.
Let's have some cheese, man. So first off, I would like for you to introduce yourself to the audience. ¿Quién es Claudia Bermúdez? What is it that you do?
Yeah, so Claudia Bermudez presente. So I host a show with Wadi and JP. You guys might know them, the OTV show. I was a reporter back in the day, and kind of just made my way to the digital space because it just suits my life. Working from home has been a thing for me before, a little bit before COVID, so I really enjoy it, and I love working with the guys. And it's great. It's a show by Latinos, for La Cultura, for Latinx. And we talk about different topics. I think you guys caught the shows a couple of times, different topics, entertainment, politics, things that are really important. And we have that Latino viewpoint, which really is kind of missing in the mainstream media right now. And besides that, I'm just, your happy go lucky Peruvian girl repping today. um, Here in LA. And yeah, so that's me.
Yay! Yeah, well, there you have it, guys. You guys can check out OTB show either on all of the social media platforms out there,
Yeah,
just
all
or
the
on Google.
socials. We have a podcast also that JP's spearheading, and there's a lot. You can catch old episodes there while you're on the road, and he's got some cool episodes that are going to be popping up on the OTV podcast pretty soon too. So stay tuned for those.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting for those things. JP, shout out to JP.
Yeah, amazing shout out.
Yeah, he's been connecting us with so many incredible people, even Claudia here, que ya te consideramos nuestra amiga, Claudia.
Gracias, amigas. Where are you guys at? You guys are in LA or other places?
I'm in San Diego.
Yeah, I'm in Texas, South Texas girl over here.
Cali girls and a Texas girl. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a
Bien
Texas
solita
girl. No, I'm a Texas girl. I was born in El Paso and I lived there like basically all my life, but I just moved to San Diego like maybe 3 years ago.
Oh,
So
fun.
I
Okay.
consider myself a Texas girl.
Okay. Well, transplant.
Yeah, but I mean, I would be down to be a Cali girl.
Sure, you hit like a year living here. You're a Cali girl. The weather. I'm sure you're like, I don't want to go back to that crazy Texan weather.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
But yeah.
Tell me about it, girls. Tell me about it. Acá uno queriendo champurrado and it's like 100 degrees outside.
Oh my God, I bet. It's actually really cold here in LA. I just came back from Chicago and I was like, I'm kind of freezing. It's like I haven't left.
Oh my God. How was Chicago?
Chicago's great. I always go well, not always, but we didn't go last year, but my husband's from there, so we go in the wintertime, visit everybody. I love Christmas in Chicago because it feels like Christmas. LA is a little bit hot, except for this one week, I guess. But yeah, it's a fun time. So that's one of my our traditions actually is to go to Chicago during Christmas season and check it
Oh,
out.
oh, I love that. I love that. So since we're already talking about traditions, let's go ahead and jump into this topic, holiday traditions and the cultura. And we are Latinos, we are
Hmm.
Latinas here. So what has been your experience, guys, with sharing two cultures here? Has it been challenging? Has it been weird, awkward at times with family members? I don't know. Let's start with you, Claudia. What are some
Oh, I would
experiences?
say I'm super duper blessed because my family, I feel like I run the show. So I'm like, this is what we're
Ooh,
gonna do
boss
for
Yes.
babe right
Christmas.
there,
This is
la
what's gonna happen.
jefa.
Every home needs a leader, and it's got to be the baby, of course. So I think I've been really blessed. A little background: I moved here when I was 9, so we have a really really small family. There's about 6 of us every year, so Christmas to us is like super special. I remember yesterday I was listening to the show, and the guest speaker that you guys had said that some of the guys they kind of take a step back and they don't buy any gifts. It's like the complete opposite here. Like my dad and my brother, like I suggested having a secret Santa, because it's a pandemic. Like, some of us are financially struggling, so let's have a secret Santa or something. And they're like, no, we have to buy a gift for every single person. And they're like the most thoughtful gifts ever. So I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
yeah. So but it's small. What we do is, like we're Hispanic, Peruano, so we celebrate on the 24th. We open gifts at 9 p.m. because it's already midnight in Peru. So that's what we do here. We don't have turkey usually because we have it during Thanksgiving. So we'll have like chancho, which is a pig, or this year we're having a brisket. So we kind of like to switch it up a little bit, especially because we're so small. There's only, well, now with my husband, there's 7, and that's it. There's no
oh,
kids. So yeah, and that's kind of what we do on Christmas Eve. But like I said, I got really lucky because my husband, who's white, they celebrate on Christmas Day, so they're still like fighting back and forth. I'm just like, we're
mm,
gonna do our thing Christmas Eve and then go to your parents' house on Christmas Day. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, we have la chocolatada peruana, which is a Peruvian
mm.
chocolate, which I don't know if it's kind of the same as champurrado. Ours is made with like maicena, I
I
think.
think champurrado too,
It's
right?
champurrado, so
Yeah,
it's
well,
kind
it's
of
yeah, sort
there's
of
a
like
different
like that.
there's a
Well, I
Okay.
different
know
flavor with
it's
champurrado,
maíz,
no?
right? Es la
Yeah, it's
masa,
like the maize
right? Masa.
to make it like
Yes.
thicker, I guess, in a sense, like the
Mm-hmm.
texture maybe a little thicker. And it's super sweet. We also have panettone, which I'm not a big fan of panettone, but like every single Peruvian out there loves panettone. So a little bit of that. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good time. I really look forward to it again because since it's kind of like the bonding time between my brother and I, because when we moved here I was 9, he was 10, and so we really like missed our cousins and just missed having like that big holiday gathering. So
Hmm.
it's really fun. We'll watch like Christmas movies all day and just kind of think about like, I don't know, stuff, the future, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a good time for sure.
Yeah. What
Oh.
about you, Diana?
Um, I'm the same way too. Like I got really lucky, I feel, because the same as well. Like we
Hmm.
usually celebrate the 24th. So for us it's like el 24 basically, at night we open the
Yeah.
gifts. It's
Mm.
rare if we wait till midnight to open the gifts. Like it's siempre ya like we're like a las 10, yeah, we're like, come on, we're
Yeah.
trying to open gifts. So we end up opening like early most of the time.
Mm.
But yeah, we play a lot of games. Like we'll play Basta, we'll play
Hmm.
just I don't remember,
Que no
but we
falte
just
la lotería.
Yeah, we
but
play
yeah,
games
we'll
too
play
for sure.
charades. Like I don't even know how to say it in Spanish, but we do like just funny stuff, and like we're just making each other laugh all the time. But now that I got married, so I was a little worried about like how we're gonna do the holidays, right?
Yeah.
But they celebrated more too on the 25th. So I was like, yes. So I'm grateful for that because now I get to spend like the 24th with my family, and then we could go with his family on the 25th. So
Mm.
basically, yeah, that's what we do. We just hang out, like
Yeah.
comer a la noche, just laugh and have fun.
And you know what's funny too, now that I think about it, like my husband is in the kitchen during like on the 24th to like just with my mom, like whipping things up with her, like learning. It's funny because he it has to like he has that even though he's not Peruvian, he has like that la sazon peruana, and he's just like, oh
Mm.
yeah, I'm gonna make food with you guys too. I'm gonna need to make some tamales for us though. That's
That's
something that I'm
good.
always like, where are the tamales? Because we don't make tamales. So I'm like, oh my god, ¿dónde los encuentro? And I'm always looking for a tamale lady. She's always sold out. So if you guys have a good
Yeah.
tamale lady here in LA, please send her my way.
Oh yeah,
I'll bring you
it's
something.
it's way easier to just buy the tamales instead of making them.
Yeah, it's a it's
Yeah.
a labor of love for sure making tamales.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oye, y luego si están súper ricos, te los acabas super quick. And then it's like, te pones a pensar all of the hard work,
Hmm.
and
Nice.
then yeah, they're gone.
I know, honestly, yeah. One of my sister-in-laws, she always brings the tamales. Oh my God, they barely last like I think a day and a half. She'll give us like 10, and I'm like, nope, let's go. A comer. It's
Yeah, yeah.
'tis the season to eat.
Oye, you don't even count when you're eating tamales. It's like, bring
No,
them, just bring them.
yeah, just a little
They
snack.
don't count.
¿Cuántos
They
llevas?
count.
I don't know, just bring more.
And I haven't had one yet, so I need to have some tamales for sure this season.
Yeah. Which are your favorite ones?
I really like I think it's the one with the green sauce. Yeah, the one with the green sauce,
Mm.
and it's usually either pork or chicken. Those are the ones I
No.
really like. I haven't tried the fruit ones. I've seen them. I've seen them on Instagram. I've seen like the colorful ones, like the pineapple, the
Yeah.
strawberry kind. So I'm gonna try those, but I haven't tried them just yet.
Yeah,
We were
yeah, I
just talking
haven't
about
tried those
it
either.
yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yeah, we were
I like the
talking about
negro
that.
ones.
Have you tried the dulce ones, Diana?
No,
No, I
I
like the
haven't
new.
tried the dulce.
No,
Oh.
no. I've tried the dulce ones, and they come with like cajeta, and then there's some just nada
Mm,
más dulces that taste kind of like cinnamon, and they're pretty
yum.
good. But I haven't tried the ones that have fruit in them, so I'm kind of like I'm gonna start looking for them if they have them here in Texas. If not, I'll probably once I'm in LA, I'll search that place that
Yeah.
Sarah was telling us about. But yeah, well, entonces I think all of the Latinos we all celebrate on the 24th, and then we
Yeah.
we don't wait for the presents
We're
to
so
Yeah.
open them
impatient.
the next day. Have you guys tried though? Have you guys tried to wait till like the next day?
I haven't, but that's
Mhm.
something that I was just kind of like conversing with my husband about that. Like, what are we gonna do? Like when we have kids, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe when we're here with like the abuelos, they can open them on the 24th, and then with us on the 25th. But no, I
Mhm.
haven't tried them. In my entire life, I've never ever tried waiting till the 25th. I'm too impatient.
¿Y tú, Diana? Same.
Y tampoco, I never done it. I think we like even I gave Eddie, my husband, one of his gifts yesterday, and then he already showed me one of mine. So we don't wait. It's bad.
Oh.
And you want?
I've actually have tried it with my family, like just like my parents and my brother, but like my whole entire family, no, we can't wait. Like we have to like open the gifts ya para las 9 or 10, we're already opening gifts because we can't wait.
Yeah, it's
So
tradition for sure.
yes, but like us, like my family aquí, his parents, my brother, yes, we've tried it, but I can't feel like the same excitement,
Hmm.
as in like opening them on the 24th. Or maybe it's probably because we're already so used to opening gifts on the
Right.
24th.
Yeah.
But I've tried, but failed. So no, probably not
It's
gonna
like
do it
my
again.
brother and my dad, like they love that reaction, like because they're honestly so thoughtful with their gifts, so they like
Aw,
want to see that reaction. So I can't imagine like not sharing that reaction with them.
yeah.
Right? Right,
Hmm.
yeah, es tradición, es tradición. Um, but okay, I know you two ladies are married, so I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about, the whole sharing the traditions, creating new traditions. How have you guys, done that with your husbands, and kind of like balance out those traditions? Are you planning on creating new ones? Um, let's talk a little bit about that. So we can start off with Claudia.
Well, for sure, like I said earlier, super duper blessed, even for Thanksgiving too. So my husband's family, they come from a big family. They're four siblings. So it's funny because they're the big family that my brother and I always craved. And so luckily we married into it, and like both our families meshed so well. Even though like my mom and his mom don't speak the same language, they are just like always getting each other's presents, like Christmas baskets, stuff like that. But yeah, back to your question, it's been good. It just worked out. Like, yeah, for Thanksgiving, like their family actually celebrated it on Sunday so that the significant others could have Thanksgiving with like their spouses. So that worked out. And again, it's gonna work out this Christmas too. Um, so I don't know. I think the tradition I do want to kind of maybe implement um, would be like, let's try maybe with our kids, like seeing if they want to do like the American Christmas and opening the presents on the 25th. Because I never had that before. And now that we're talking about it, I'm kind of like, like a little Christmas movie magic. Like, from the stairs.
Hallmark movie.
Yeah, right. I'm like, and it's better to try it with the kids because then that could be our tradition too. Since I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Um, and yeah, playing games, and I just Christmas isn't about the presents. It's really about like the family time and like praying and like thanking God for everything that we've had throughout the year. So definitely want to implement that with my kids too, and then with my family. But nothing new yet. Like I'm telling you, I got really lucky. Like my white boy he loves la cultura. Like he loves anything Latin. He loves anything Peruvian. Like we'll go to like a Peruvian restaurant and he's like, that ceviche was not cooked right. Like it's missing the lime juice. The lomo saltado is missing the soy sauce. Like what's happening here? And I'm over here like it was good. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. What other? I would like to like implement baking a little bit because I love baking and like my mom is a great cook, but sometimes you lack other things. I kind of want to do like maybe like bake some cookies like once we have kids or even now. So a little bit of that. I think that's another tradition I would want to implement. And yeah, what about you guys?
You go for it, Diana. I'm the single one here, okay? I don't have to deal with that right
now. I think we like our new tradition that we did when we got together was putting the Christmas tree before Thanksgiving. So the day before Thanksgiving, like we have like our champurrado or like hot chocolate, and then we'll put the Christmas tree up. So we'll decorate the apartment. So that was one of the traditions that I really want to stick with because I just feel like after like Thanksgiving Day, like I want to have everything decorated already for Christmas. Which is, I know it's probably kind of weird, like it's Thanksgiving, chill, but I don't know, it's just like my thing. So I want to really keep that tradition, and then I feel like I don't know what yet, but I know I want, like you said, like bake something that is gonna be like that my kids are gonna be like, oh yeah, this is like what my mom does every year, like she bakes like this certain type of cake or like these cookies or something like that.
There's always someone in the family, yeah, la tía de los tamales, la tía del green spaghetti, and yeah. So do you guys have something? Or are you still working on like being the I don't know, the cookie baker or something?
I'm still working on it.
So from my husband's side of the family, we actually bake the weekend before Christmas with his godmother. So I want to like bring that to like my family too. Yeah. Because like I don't know if it's like a Latin thing, but like my family just doesn't bake. Like we don't use the stove. It's got all the pots in there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was the funniest thing too. Like when I moved in with my husband, he was like, "Why are you putting pots in the oven?" I'm like, "That's where they go."
Right.
Okay, now let's talk about New Year's. Traditions that you guys do in New Year's. What is something that you always do? You're like, que nunca se pierden. You already know that that's exactly what you're gonna do on New Year's. Claudia,
you guys, I go to the last 3 years. I have been in bed by like 10 o'clock. Not in bed, but like on the couch, like ready, but just like me gana la cansadencia. Like I'm so tired, and I'm just like I'll just fall asleep. Like, I should make like a collage of all the videos like my family has, because they're like they have this joke where they're like, "Oh, our narcoleptic Claudia," because I just fall asleep. It's like super loud. But I
That's funny.
definitely say like las uvas, the 12 uvas, gotta have my
Yeah.
wishes. Something that I want to try but I haven't is the walking around with the luggage, I heard. So you gotta
Oh
have
my
like more
gosh,
Oh.
travel.
yes.
Yeah. We also wear you either like you wear yellow underwear for like luck
Mm-hmm.
or red underwear for love or I can't remember the other ones. But yeah, I have done that for sure. It's also my dad's birthday, so there's always a party at our house. And
Wow,
like I said,
fun.
I'm literally that little baby that grew as an adult and can fall asleep when there's like a banger in the house. Like literally,
Yeah.
like oh my god, everybody makes fun of me. I do not make it to midnight. It'll be like a miracle if I make it to midnight.
What about you, Diana?
The same. I feel like we do the same thing. The uvas, the the luggage. We do it every year. Um, we haven't done it since like, well, of course, like COVID, because I haven't
Mm-hmm.
been with my family, but we do
Mm.
it every year. And the underwear, we like wear both of them. Like I wear red and yellow.
Really? Oh, I'm
Ah,
gonna try
Yeah,
that.
todos.
like all by
The
the
whole
end of the
rainbow
night, I'm
right
like, yeah.
there.
I want
I'm
all the
so
love,
tired.
all
I'm
the
like, yeah,
travel.
yeah. And it's just funny, like the with the luggage. I think when I just got my husband into like our whole family, he was like, "What are you guys like? What are you doing?" I'm like, "We just have to run with the luggage. Just go with it." Like, but that's like my favorite thing. Like, I think New Year's is a little bit more like not more special, but we have more traditions and we have like
Mm.
for sure we have to do every single thing. So I think I
We
like New
do.
Year's a lot
I just remembered, we have to clean the house. Like there could not be any trash, anything left over from the other
Mm.
year. So
more.
I'm always like cleaning our small apartment, like get rid of all this trash. Like we don't need it, just so you don't
Yeah.
bring in like any baggage to the next year.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I have to start in my closet.
Same.
Get rid of clothes and all of that. Yeah, empezar todo bien limpio and well, it is a new year, you know, so that's definitely something that I
Clean
do
slate.
as well. The uvas, todo lo que dijeron, that's literally what we do here too. But you know, we only have a few minutes left. We're gonna make this a quick, short chisme time. So I wanted to ask, what is some way that we can embrace our cultura without feeling like guilty? Because I know that there are a lot of Latinos who like to create their new traditions, pero we know la familia que if you
Yeah.
don't do the uvas, oh my god, like who are you? Are you even part of this family? You know, like what how can we empower them to embrace changes within the holiday traditions?
For sure, it's very tough. Like, and I haven't gotten there yet, but I can see myself getting there. Like once I have kids and being like, maybe I want to take a trip, and like I'm not gonna be here for
Mm,
Christmas. I
Oh,
haven't gotten there yet, and I'm like nervous about it. I just like thinking about it. But I think really, it comes down to communication and like the kind of relationship that you have with your parents,
mm,
and your relatives. Like to me, the most important people in my life are like with my family. Like, of course, I love my tios and tias, but again, at the end of the day, it's my parents who I'm really close with, and I
mhm,
think I do a pretty good job about like talking to them, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. Like sometimes my mom, okay, this is like a small example. Like my mom wants to be here all day on Christmas Eve. I'm like, mom, I can't do that. Like I'm gonna come later. Like I can't be here from like 6 a.m. till, and sometimes we do sleep over till like the next day. Like like I
mhm,
need my time at home. I need to get my I also have things to do. Like I need to get my house together. So just like talking to her and like letting her know that this is what's gonna happen, because I think it's really difficult for like a parent to like let go of like treating you like a kid. Because even when I'm
sí.
30, like my mom will call me and be like, "Can you come over?" And I'm like, "No, like I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Like I can't. Are you? Is there an emergency? Because if it's not an emergency, like I can't
yeah.
drop everything.
Yeah.
Like I really can't." But I've been very open with my mom, and my dad too. But I say my mom because we're super close, and I think really it is that communication, talking, being very open, and hopefully that they'll be receptive. And I remember this kind of start this. I started being really open and communicating a lot of stuff with her when I turned 18 because she wasn't letting me go to any parties. And I was like, I'm missing
Mm,
out on my life. And I remember like I didn't sit her down because I didn't know how she was gonna react. So I wrote her like a 2-page letter. Like I'm not kidding, like a 2-page letter. Um, and she was so receptive to it. And ever since then, I think our relationship has grown and grown. And even actually, this isn't Christmas, but when I moved out with my husband, my now husband, when he was my boyfriend, we weren't engaged, and that to her was a big no. And I was like, no, mom,
Mm.
this is how I'm gonna do like my life. I need to move in with him before we get engaged and before we get married. I'm sorry, it's not what you would have done, but this is what's gonna work out for me. And yeah, she
Yeah.
was crying at home like all the time because I had moved out. And like, there's always like el que dirán, and I'm like, I'm not living for your friends. I don't care what they say. Like, this is this is what I'm doing. And so it's just being very, open and like kind of like other people's opinions don't matter to me as much as hers matter to me. And as long as she knows that what I'm doing is the correct choice and she at least respects it, her and my dad, then that's kind of how I deal with it. And yeah, like kind of going back to like the moving out before marriage example, like she was really upset, but she respected it. And
Yeah.
actually, it's kind of funny that like my dad came in. This is 6 years ago now, and he was like, if you don't like respect this decision that your daughter has made, she's never gonna talk to you again, and you're gonna build a rift. And so I think that kind of, she was like, okay, well, I'd rather have like a good relationship with her than build a rift in our relationship. So it's tough because
Mhm.
for any relationship, whether it be with your parents, with your family, with your significant other, you have to have those difficult conversations where you're probably gonna cry, but you have to do it in order to like move on and better that relationship.
Yeah, I love that. That's great advice. Como dicen, hablando se entiende la gente,
Uh-huh.
right? So, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I love that, Claudia. Thank you for sharing that. Communication, guys.
Yeah.
Hay que hablar. And ni modo, si les toca la chancla, pues, just
Right.
aguántense. But it's important. It's important to communicate, and it's totally okay if you guys want to switch up those traditions. In the end, pues, es tu vida, right? And
Right.
you have to speak up and go for it. Try those new traditions. But alrighty, well, this was Cheese My Time, guys. I know this was short, but thank you, Claudia, so much for joining us here at Insightful Babes in these holiday Cheese My Time series. I hope you had fun with us.
I
And
did. I'm
well,
trying to react and see if I can put a heart in there.
yay!
I have to ask.
It's so much
Yeah, thank
fun.
you
I love
guys so
reacting.
much for inviting me. I had so much fun. It's great to see your faces, and yeah, this was amazing. Thank you. I'm
Oh
sorry that I
yeah,
cut it short today, but next
we need to do an episode with you. So we'll definitely contact you and we'll go ahead and announce that. A ver cuándo para hablar un poquito
yeah, let me
más.
know. I'm here. I love it.